Hi and welcome to my presentation. In this assignment I'm going to be discussing UK and USA English variants in foreign language web pages, and I'm basically going to choose a selection of 3 countries and look at whether they use British Standard English or American English in their web pages, and I'll do this by choosing a selection of words that have slight variants in American and UK English and looking at data based on that. Okay, so the countries I've selected are Spain, Argentina and Cuba, and although they're not geographically very close, they're linguistically very similar, which is the important thing, and they're all speaking Spanish or variants of it. Therefore, I'm hoping that will give us a fair representation of the localization on the English language in Spanish-speaking web pages. So in order to achieve my results, I'm going to have to do a number of things. And the first thing is choose some words. And the words I've chosen are centre and colour. And the reason for this is they're both spelled differently in UK and American English. Centre ending with an ER in America as opposed to an RE in Britain. And colour, the American spelling omits the U. Secondly, I'll need to design a very simple procedure to collect my data, and this will be in the form of a decision tree that's taken from Atwell 2011. This tree is basically, in simplest terms, going to be if the frequency which the web page spells the word is more American, it's used more often in the American spelling than the British spelling, then we can deduce that the web page is American English and vice versa. So initially I'll check my chosen countries are suitable using word lists from the Worldwide English website, using the Control plus F feature to search for my chosen words in each country's word list, and then count the number of times in which they occur in their corresponding orthographical variations. Then, using my simple decision tree, I'll be able to determine if the word is British English or American. In order to finish my data collection, I'll then organise the results into very simple tables and work out percentages for the occurrence of each word. Based on a simple percentage ratio, it should then be very, very obvious which version of English is used, be that American English or British English, and all statistics over the next 3 slides or so have been taken from the World website English word list corpus. Using the word list from the corpora, I found the following usages of each word. Spanish corpus, the UK spelling of colour was found 28 times, as the US version was found 7 times. The UK spelling of centre was 32 times compared to the USA's 30 times. Argentinian corpus, the UK spelling of colour was found 7 times compared to the USA's 6 times. Centre UK 5, USA 2. For comparative purposes, I also looked up Cuba on the corpora, and this seemed to be something of an exception in terms of results and didn't follow the trend of British English being more predominantly used. And for Cuba, the results I found was colour, the UK spelling was used none compared to 30 times for the USA. The UK spelling was used 26 times compared to 77 for the USA spelling. For the most part, we can see from this initial set of results that British English is apparently favoured. Cuba seems to be an exception, but this is probably due to a number of geographical or possibly economic reasons that I'll discuss in a little bit more detail slightly later. I then decided to do some journal research to get a wider view of results, and this was taken from the WWE corpus Atlantis, which is a collection of journals. And in this, I found the UK spelling of colour was used 6 times, none for the USA. UK spelling of centre 8 times, 5 for the USA, and this is a Spanish. So I then decided to examine another journal, this one taken from Google Scholar, and it's entitled Using the World Wide Web to Integrate Spanish Language and Culture by Asuna and Meskill. And the results here don't quite fit the previous trend. The US spelling of colour was found once, none for the British spelling. The US spelling of centre was found twice, and none for the British spelling again. Okay, so using the decision tree we discussed earlier, we've now got a set of results. And from the Spanish word list data, we can clearly see a trend towards British English. The centre ending in RE and the colour with the U included are both much more frequent. From the Argentinian word list, we also see British English with the same spellings applying there, obviously. The Cuban word list, as discussed, a slight anomaly, and the American spellings both occurring much more frequently than the British counterparts. So from the journal studies, we can see trends as well. From the first journal, we see a clear lean towards British English spelling, with the U included in colour much more frequently and the RE ending on the spelling of centre. From the second journal, we see completely the opposite, and both American spellings are used much more frequently than the British English spellings. Okay, so I then worked out the percentages of these results, ignoring for now the anomalous results of Cuba. And from the Spanish corpus, we see a 67% lean towards UK English. From the Argentinian corpus, again a 60% lean towards the UK. Journal 1, a 74% lean to the UK. And in the second journal, 100% lean towards the USA. And overall, percentage-wise, we see a 61% lean in favour of UK Standard English over. So to conclude, we can see that for the most part it is dominated by UK English. In these Spanish speaking countries, UK English was predominantly used, and this is possibly due to my choice of countries being European. Cuba did provide anomalous results in terms of the trends we saw, but this is probably due to economic connection to the USA and geographical locale. Results could have been limited due to the size and scale of the research I conducted, and larger amounts of data would have produced more. And to finish, we can see a list of references I used to achieve my results and complete the study. Thanks for watching.